Real quick, everyone, Unstable Commanders will be at MagicCon Vegas from June 20th through June 22nd. We will be doing small giveaways throughout the weekend, so come find us and say hi. What's up, everyone? Tyler with Durful here bringing you another cEDH gameplay.
And for today's cEDH gameplay, we are joined by a couple of new members to our growing Discord community. Lancaster is showcasing Lumra, Bellow of the Woods. Mods bringing the heat on ROGTHRAS. Loki returned the helm of Hashaton. I know, not me for a change. And instead, I am running the Gitrog monster.
Let's fight.
Any pre-game actions?
No, not for me.
Alrighty, with that in mind, Muggs, after you, sir.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm gonna shock in this stomping ground. Go to 38. Tap that. Bop.
Confirm.
Charge is good. Cast round. Box open. Say go.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. I'm gonna go ahead and play Marsh Flats. I'm gonna crack it, and I'm gonna tutor up a Underground Sea. So I'm going down to 39. Now for the best first turn ever. Tap that bad boy, and we're gonna run out a fish.
Untap, upkeep, no triggers. Draw. I'm gonna do a snow-covered forest. And we're going to tap said snow-covered forest into a Land of War Elves. And on that bombshell, pass the turn.
All right, untap, upkeep, and draw. Well, I guess we're going to go Verdant Catacombs, crack that, go down to 39, search up my snow-covered forest. We will tap the snow-covered for an exploration.
Okay.
First trigger.
Draw your card. If exploration is good, I will then proceed to play a second land, which will be Scorched Desert. Enters the battlefield, and I will have Hashaton lose a life.
All right, I'll go down to 38.
If that's good, I will pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Play this Flooded Strand. Pay one, crack it. We'll grab a trout. Mana vote.
All right.
Yep.
I will draw from that.
Then cast
Thrasios. Passios.
Thrasios. Untap, upkeep, pay for fish. All right, drop a turn. Tundra. Follow the Tundra up with a Soul Ring. I will run out of Fellwar. On that note, 5 cards in hand, pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm going to do Underground Mortuary. Gonna trigger and surveil. Yeah, I'll leave that on top for now. I think I'm going to hold right there. And then we'll go ahead and pass the turn.
All right, we will go to untap, upkeep, and draw the card. And I think we're going to go green, play an Insidious Fungus. Land for turn will be a Gaia's Cradle. We're going to tap 2 and play a Springheart Non-Tuco. I will sit here and pass.
I wish I had a Spring Heart, not too cool. Cast this Biomancer. If the familiar is good, I will pass the turn.
Untap, pay for fish. I'll draw. I guess we'll run out of Windswept Heath. Let's crack the Windswept first. It's not yet ahead of us. It gives me a scrub land. Tap for 3 black. Necropubs. I'm gonna Necro for 3. Put these 3 cards in hand, and I shall pass the turn.
I think I do this now. End step. I'm going to tap my Land of War Elves to cast a Worldly Tutor.
Okay, fish.
No, you can have it. I reveal from my deck the creature Enduring Vitality.
And it's like now I have to discard since we're doing that in my end step. Now I actually have a cleanup here. We'll pitch a Scalding Tarn.
Right, so then my Enduring Vitality goes on top. Move to my turn. Untap, upkeep. I'm going to draw this mysterious magic card here. I will then play a Shifting Woodland. We're going to tap down for 3 for an Enduring Vitality. Yep, I moved through phases and moved to my end step. And I believe you said you had something you were considering in my end step, Mugs.
Yeah, I'm deciding right now if I want to activate Thrasios. Fuck it, we ball. I would like to activate Thrasios. I'm going to reveal and draw this Retracting Helix. Activate Thrasios again. Reveal and draw this Spring. After that, I pass on your end step.
Right, so that's you, Lancaster.
All right, we will untap, upkeep, and draw. High Market is land for turn. Trigger Springheart Non-Tuco. We will get an insect. We will give the fish a card and play a Zern Orb.
Confirm.
I will attempt to tap 3, 4, 5, 6 and cast a Lumra. I have an ETB trigger if he resolves. Alright, trigger on the stack. I'm going to sack my 4 lands out to Zern Orb to gain 8 life, which then kills bear. Mill 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Resolving trigger. Ancient Tomb enters. Sunscorch will hit Hashaton for 1. Forest. Gaia's High Market Verdant enter the battlefield. I will create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more insect tokens, and we will ship the turn.
All right, that's up to you, Mugs.
Don't put that pressure on me, dude.
Oh, I was just meaning it was your turn. I'm sorry.
Put that pressure on me, my boy. Spring leaf drum.
I'll draw for turn or draw for that.
Yeah, I'll pass turn.
Opal is
we're
online
gonna-
now too, right? Yeah.
Let the fish die. For my land for turn, we will go with a Bloom Lake Verge. We'll follow that up with a Mox Diamond pitching a Flooded Stream. I think we're gonna tap the Soul Ring here, floating 1, play my own Mana Vault. Tap white and black, and we'll bring Hashaton to the show here. I'll tap for a black, run out a Wishpaw Talisman. I'm gonna use this right now. Alright, it's gonna go to ROGTHRAS, I think. So I'm gonna Necro for 3. Alright, so I move to cleanup, and I'm gonna discard an Elish Norn, Grand Cenobite,
Oh,
with
come on.
Hashaton trigger on the stack. I am going to pay the 3, and we're gonna get a token copy of that.
Literally
Let's use
game over.
Nadu for that.
Let me respond to the Hashaton trigger on the Elish. I'm going to activate Thrasios. Bottom this, reveal in, draw this chain of vapor.
Yeah.
I'm good on the Elish Norn.
4/4 token copy, Elish Norn hits the board, then gets -2, all my stuff gets +2.
Surprise! We have been invited to commentate for the LandGo 10K tournament in Nashville, Tennessee, May 23rd through the 25th. And Trebek and I, our channel judge, will be there along with several vendors as well as a variety of artists. There will also be a no ban list tournament going on during the event. If you're in the area and want to swing by and say hello, just hit us up.
Link will be in the description below.
And now back to the gameplay.
And on that note,
Untap, upkeep, no triggers, draw. I'll play a snow-covered swamp. Tap this, these two for green, green, green to do Archdruid's Charm. I'm going to choose its first mode, search my library for a creature or a land card, reveal it, put it on the battlefield, tapped if it's a land card, otherwise put it into your hand, and then shuffle. I wanted 6. And then I'm going to use these two here for a Grim Monolith. If there's no responses to Grim, I will proceed through phases and pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. We're gonna crack my Verdant. Go get another snow-covered forest. Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I will go down to 46. We'll go 4. We'll lose 2 to Ancient Tomb. We will play a Timeless Witness. It technically will enter the battlefield and immediately die, but when he enters the battlefield, I return a card from my graveyard to my hand. I'm going to return Root Maze to my hand. We'll tap Scorched Desert for a Amulet of the Vigor, and if that's good, we'll pass. I got nothing.
Okay, so we have a turn before Hashaton win, and this guy has a root maze in his hand now.
Yep.
Yeah.
You just be glad
Oh,
I
I'm
didn't play
not.
it.
I'm not.
Here's wait.
not
hang
in
on,
position to win
yeah,
yet.
I guess that's fine.
Counts
He's
to
ROGTHRAS.
No,
Gamble? I pass.
Card I gambled for is in my hand now. This is in the graveyard.
Roll a
you gotta-
D8.
I've got one right here. I could roll for you. 5.
Card number 5.
The Valley Flood card.
Valley Flood Caller.
Cast.
I thought the
monster,
Elish Norn was a good call.
and I will be passing the turn.
So
We'll untap. I'm going to take a life from my Mana Vault here, put me down to 29. This is a very sad Gemstone Caverns from Mox imprinting a miscast. We go black and blue, Psychic Frog.
Force of Will pitching the Neo form.
Ooh.
Okay. Swan Song?
Deflecting SWAT.
Alright. I will get a 2/2 bird represented by this here dockside, and this gets countered. I'm gonna Necro for 6. So I'm gonna move the cleanup, and I'm going to discard a Con Sphinx. Hashaton trigger goes on the stack. I will pay. So this dockside will be a tapped Con Sphinx. Like I was saying, that was cleanup, so I'm passing.
At your end step, I like to cast Retraction Helix targeting Thrasios.
I think I will have to misstep that.
I respond. Bluster Storm.
The storm count is a lot higher since we're in my end step. So yeah, I can't afford that. All right, you got it.
Yeah, tap and bounce the con sphinx back to us.
Okay, Con Sphinx is not in my hand because that is a token and it's gone.
Untap, upkeep, draw. We're gonna do green and black, 3, and attempt to cast the Gitrog monster. Then I'm gonna tap these 2 and this for this, making number 3 for a 6. Move through my phases and attempt to pass the turn to you.
Alright, we will untap,
I have
upkeep,
those over here.
and draw. Alright, we're gonna go 1-2 and tap Scorched Desert for 3 for a Courser of Crufix. I can play with the top card of my library revealed. If it is a land card, I can play it.
You can play it, yeah.
We're gonna play it, and we will gain a life. We'll go to 45. We will reveal, and that is a Docent. We will tap Gaia's for 1, Ancient Tomb for 2, losing 2, going to 43. And we will play a Nissa, Resurgence Animist. We just pass. This is a very long game.
I'm going to Chain of Vapor the Elishnorn.
Alright, Elishnorn is gone.
There we go. Gonna get spicy.
Fuck it. Cast the reality chip. Recast rock. Tap the screen drum. I'm gonna activate the Wish Claw. I'm gonna give it to.
I'm literally gonna get a forest because I'm so sick of not having green lands.
Then you gonna play that Root Maze. Nah, I'm good on that.
If I promise not to play Root Maze,
If you don't play Root Maze, I will let you have this thing.
give it to me. I won't play Root Maze.
The bear has the thing. I'm going to grab the crate. Pass turn.
Untap, lose a life thanks to Mana Vault. Let's see what I can do. This is a Mox Amber, and this is an Exotic Orchard. We'll tap 2, and I'll put a Demonic to it. Put that in hand. Tap for a black, play Tortured Existence. Activate Tortured Existence, discard Talion, pay for the trigger, resolve that. I gotta put a creature back in my hand. The only thing I got is a Psychic Frog, and if the trigger is good, we'll get a Talion, a Nadu Talion here, and it'll be on 2. Alright, so I'll run out that Psychic Frog, the second discard outlet, and then we're gonna Necro for 6 again.
Moving to end step.
Yeah, yep. So discard an Esper Sentinel, pay the 3, and get a 4/4 copy of it. 7 cards in hand, and I will pass on that.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. I forgot my Gitrog trigger. I'm going to part ways with the Underground Mortuary, which is going to trigger Gitrog, and I'll get another draw. First land for turn, I will play on Marsh Flats. For the sake of, I'll go ahead and crack it. That's going to trigger Gitrog, which I'll do after my tutoring. I am going to grab my Bayou here. Yeah, I'm going to hold off casting anything right there. I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to... It is just a 2/4.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just let it bounce off my crusher 2/4.
Okay, so yeah. So I'll swing with 6. You'll block. We're good on that.
Yep.
Then I will trigger the mill 3, Gaia's Cradle, Delighted Halfling, and Green Sun Zenith. That's not great. And I do get to play a second land this turn, thanks to Mr. Gitrog. So, hi Gaia's Cradle. Second main, I'll do Summoner's Pact.
Alright, Esper Sentinel?
It's what, 1 right now?
4.
4.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm not going to pay that. Enjoy your card draw. It's going to have to be Noose Constrictor. Yep, we're going to tap the Gaia's Cradle, and I'm going to attempt to cast the Noose Constrictor.
Is that a Talion trigger?
Yes.
Dropping that.
And then Richie loses 2.
I will then attempt to move through phases and pass the turn.
Okay. Alright,
Wee.
we're still alive.
Alright, we untap, we upkeep. Do I want to activate Wish Claw and shuffle away Docent? I think we're going to tap Sunscorch in my upkeep to activate Wish Claw. And we'll give it back to...
No, it dies, doesn't it?
No, it just
sits
it
empty.
stays
We'll
in
give it
play,
back to his
just-
owner.
Alright, I got a
Back to
very
hit and flicker it.
Oh, he could flicker it. Yeah, I guess you're right. That's fine. And then I will go tutor. think we just get that card. I said I'll get a land, so I'm getting a land. And because cursor reads as she does, I reveal the top card before I would draw it. It is a Nykthos. Okay, well, we draw that for land for card for turn, and now we reveal top, which is a forest. Yeah, so first land for turn will be Nykthos, trigger Nissa, floating a green, gain a life. And then second land for turn will be a Mirror Pool, which enters tapped, but because of Amulet will untap, it will float another green. Triggering Nissa, I will reveal until I hit an elf or an elemental, and then it'll go to my hand, whatever it is. Forest, Vexing Bauble, Blossoming Tortoise. There's a Disciple of Freyalise. That is the elf. These randomly go to the bottom. Reveal top card. It's a Court of Calling. Tap Ancient Tomb for 2. Go down to 42. Tap Briar Reach for another 1. Tap Forest. We'll tap Gaia's for 2 more. 2 colorless. And the 6 green to cast Lumra. We have an ETB trigger on the stack. I would like to float a colorless, use that colorless, turn on Nykthos for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green. This is on the stack. And then I would like to activate Zern Orb, sacking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands to gain 18. Lumra technically dies, and then trigger goes off. Alright, trigger. We'll mill 4, Quarter Calling, Lazatov's Quarry, Crumbling Visage, and Lion's Eye Diamond. Coming back from the graveyard will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 lands, all untapped, triggering Nissa 12 times, gaining 12 more life off Prefix. Scorched Desert comes back. I'll ping Hashaton down 1 because they're closest to death. And then if you want, I'll go through the loop a couple of times just to show that I got it.
Oh, you're good.
I don't think it's necessary. Yeah, I think you got it, bud.
Well, you learn something new every day. I had heard about Lumra. I had gotten to kind of look at the deck list, not Lancaster specifically, but like just in general, seeing it in passing. And wow, I did not know you could do so much fun things with lands. So to kind of help us out, Tally, how exactly did Lancaster win?
So from what I was doing the editing, what it looked like was what Lancaster basically does is he casts Lumra, and then in response to casting the Lumra, he sacrifices all his lands using a Zuran Orb. So Lumra will come in, ETB trigger, Lumra will die, bring back all the lands, including the Sun-Scorched Desert, which pings someone on the battlefield for 1. When he eliminates all those lands, he's of course floating all that mana with the Amulet of Vigor, having all of it come in untapped. So he could just keep bringing in Lumra over and over and over again. And then from there, he just drains the board from everyone using Sun-Scorched Desert. What a win. That was interesting.
And very interesting, but also very unexpected, because let's be honest, it's mono green. You don't really expect something that interesting to come out of mono green.
Yeah, that was a really cool win. It really was, because I thought the entire time Hash got it. I thought Loki had it, but yeah, that was awesome. But hey, if you did like the video, hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below, because I mean, like we've always said, we read them.
We do read them.
Yep. Join our Discord, free for all. And if it's your birthday, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Bye.